Hey everybody, it's George from DinosaurGeorge.com. All right, Ray from Corpus Christi, Texas says, do you know if they're going to make a Jurassic Park 4? Well, yeah, Ray, they are working on Jurassic Park 4, and I hear every now and then from people that are associated with the show, and from what it sounds like, it's going to be really cool. I don't know what the delays are, though. They were supposed to release this thing in 2009, and now it sounds like 2010. But there's so many rumors swirling around, you never know what to believe. But I will tell you this, I'm excited about it. I like the Jurassic Park movies, and I'm looking forward to the fourth one coming out. He says, okay, and who would win in a fight between 5 Stegosauruses and 3 T-Rexes? Well, Ray, that's kind of cool. These dinosaurs didn't live together, so this fight would have never occurred. But had it occurred, 5 Stegosauruses together would be pretty dangerous because they'd have the ability to keep predators at bay, provided that they had the mental capacity to be able to handle an attack from 3 sides, especially from something as big as Tyrannosaurus Rex. One of the benefits T-Rex has is that it's just so big and tall, it would be capable of leaning in and grabbing Stegosaurus before Stegosaurus could really get to use those spikes. So it would be hard to kill or hard to fight 3 Tyrannosaurus Rexes. All right, Henrique from Lisbon, Portugal says, hi, George. He says, I wasn't expecting such a quick response. Thank you very much. I notice you take my negative commentary in a good way, so that's great. Well, Henrique, I never take negativity in a bad way unless it's from people that, you know, feel the need to tell you that you're dumb and you're stupid, that kind of stuff. I don't even pay attention to that stuff. But yours was very respectful, and it was there was nothing wrong with it, and so I appreciate hearing from you. All right, he said. Here's my question. He said, you believe Tyrannosaurus is more heavily built than other giant theropods like Giganotus and Spinosaurus, etc. But if I'm not mistaken, Coelurosaurs, like T-Rex, are the most lightly built theropods. They have a lot of air sacs through their bones, and especially the juvenile Rexes are pretty much built like ornithomimosaurs. And he said, how rude of me. I forgot to wish you a happy birthday and a good new year. Well, Henrique, there's nothing rude with forgetting that, and I appreciate it. And I wish you and your family a happy new year as well. All right, when I talk about being heavily built, that doesn't necessarily mean the weight of the bones or the weight of the skeleton. Tyrannosaur bones are very stout and heavily built, but they are light because of air sacs, which is true. But they're still built incredibly strong. So I guess my use of words is what's confusing. Heavily built to me doesn't mean you're built like a tank where you weigh 20, 30 tons. Heavily built, what I mean, is that your structural design is designed to be able to be strong and rigid, even though your body may be light. When you look at Tyrannosaur, he's built for a fight. You look at that skull, man, that thing is designed to take punishment. And so that's really what I mean. I mean more that way than its body weight. But that's a good point, Henrique. All right. Adam from Brisbane, Australia. Hey, Dinosaur George, thanks for answering my questions. Adam, thank you for taking the time to write to me. And he says, and Merry Christmas as well. Same to you, Adam. I've done some research, and it appears that we, in fact, do have a tail, but it's of no use, just the same as our appendix. Scientists believe that our appendix will soon disappear from human history. My question is, will we eventually evolve a tail, or will it disappear? Well, Adam, that's an interesting question. It's true that there are things on our body that don't seem to have any function, and it does appear that little by little those things are going away. Like there are some people that are born with tails, but the doctor simply cut them off. It doesn't change anything about them. I don't understand why it's done that way. I don't know why some of us are born that way. I don't know what the function would be. I don't know if it's a throwback to history or if it's just an anomaly that occurs every now and then. And things like our appendix, yeah, that's a mystery. I don't understand what the function of the appendix is and whether or not we even need it. My understanding is we don't need it. So would it be reasonable to think that over time maybe the appendix would go away? Certainly it is. We see changes in humans today. We're all much taller than our ancestors. And so that is a change because we've changed our environment. We have access to foods and nutritions that our great-grandparents didn't have, and therefore we grow bigger and taller. And also we have different lifestyles. We don't have to go out and work the fields the way our ancestors used to, because we've been able to design machinery to do the heavy lifting for us. So we're living longer, we're growing taller. So that in fact demonstrates that yes, man can change over time if his environment changes. And perhaps one day we'll all wake up without an appendix. Who knows? All right, Zach from Geneva, New York says, hey DG, it's me again. Just want to say thanks for answering my last questions. And I wanted to ask you if it's true that next to birds, crocodiles or crocodilians are the closest relatives to dinosaurs. Thanks, your friend Zach. Zach, always good to hear from you. Yeah, you know, crocodilians are probably the closest ancestors to dinosaurs after the birds. Like all reptiles, dinosaurs had reptilian qualities. So yeah, I guess that's fair to say. But when you look at them, other than perhaps the skin texture on some animals, they don't seem to have a whole lot of outward appearance to dinosaurs. They drag their tails, they walk with their legs splayed to the side. They're clearly cold-blooded. So my best guess would be birds are much more similar to dinosaurs, but the reptilians would be the closest living relatives beyond them. All right, Don from, oh, wow, excuse me, Don. I didn't mean to cough right on your name. Don is from Cagayan de Oro City in the Philippines. I hope I pronounced that correct. He says, have you ever seen Futabasaurus, one that he found in his book? Yeah, you know, I have seen Futabasaurus, but I don't know that much about the dinosaur. My understanding, if I understand correctly, if my memory serves me right, I think that dinosaur, isn't it an iguanodontid? Wow. Somebody's going to have to write to me and tell me if I was right or not wrong. I think it's an iguanodontid, sort of a cousin to a iguanodon and Muttaburrasaurus and some of those guys, I think. I'm not absolutely certain, but I think that's the case. All right, listen, thank you all for writing to me. I appreciate it very much. If you've got a question, go to my website and go to the Ask Dinosaur George page. While you're there, click on the Book Dinosaur George page. If you'd like for me to come speak at a museum in your area or a school, I certainly appreciate a recommendation from you. I love doing it. Also, follow me on Twitter and become one of my friends on Facebook. I do a lot of cool stuff on there. So take care, everybody. Take care of yourself and all the people around you. For you young people, make sure and practice those reading skills and use good manners in everything you do. And I promise you, you'll be a success. Until next time, take care, everybody, and I'll see you again soon.